guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Morgan. Today I will be going to a bookstore, not Barnes & Noble, okay? I don't have that kind of money. I don't have Barnes & Noble kind of money, sorry. I will say I've been watching a lot of people like go to Barnes & Noble on like YouTube, and it kind of made me realize how I completely like asked for the wrong thing for Christmas. Like, I definitely should have asked for like a Barnes & Noble gift card, but that did not even come into my mind. That's probably because lately I have been like not buying books unless I've already read them and I adore them. Because last year for Christmas, when I asked for a bunch of books and I got a bunch of books, I didn't even like more than half of them. I didn't even enjoy. And then I like felt bad that I didn't like them and I no longer wanted to own them. And that kind of ruined the vibe for me. So I was kind of just in my head about it. And I was like, I don't want to buy a book unless I know I'm going to love it, you know? And that's obviously kind of impossible to know unless you've, you know, read the sample somewhere or already previously read the book. It's kind of something that's like impossible to know. But still, it's like definitely in my head of like, I don't want to go unless I know. It's like a used local bookstore. Goodness, I can't open this. It's called Pauper's Used Books, and I used to go there all the time and give them books I no longer wanted, and they would like give me like store credit for it. It's actually really funny because I used to do that all the time, and then I kind of realized I was getting completely gypped by doing that, because I would like give them, I would bring like 10 books to them for them to for them to like look at and like decide how much money they're going to give me. And after 10 books, they would like look at me and they'd be like, yeah, so we're going to give you $5. And I was like, what? $5 for 10 books? But you know, in my own head, I had nothing else. There was a plan B, you know. I didn't want the books anymore. I didn't want to own them, so I didn't really have anywhere else to put them other than to that bookstore. And then fast forward like a year, and then I learned about Pango books, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I need to be doing. So I did make a Pango. You guys can go find that in the description, and that's where I put my books now. But I do have some books that I own that are like so obscure and like random and like old that I just don't think putting them on Pango will get me anywhere. That I might bring them today to like give to them. So they'll give me like $2. Yeah, I might do that. So I'm gonna go there and kind of just give you like a tour of the place. A loose tour, because I'm very anxious, so I'm not trying to be having my phone out looking crazy. But I want to give y'all like a loose tour. I'll probably show you more of the back, since you know the front is where the cash register is, and that's where the worker is, and he's just probably gonna be looking at me like I'm fucking insane. So I don't want to do that. That's the plan. Also, today has been a terrible day. I tried to make an appointment with a physical therapist, and it took an hour to do that. I had to call like 5 different times. There was an issue every single time I called. It was absolute hell on earth, and I swear to God, it felt like the gods were telling me that this isn't supposed to happen, that I'm supposed to be in pain forever. But I said, fuck them. I've been in pain for 2 years. I need this appointment. So I kept calling, and then finally shit worked out, and I was able to make an appointment that worked for me. Yeah. I don't really wear heavy makeup like ever. Like the last time, I know like last time I wore concealer was for graduation for college, which was a month ago. But before then, I hadn't worn concealer in like 6 months. I just think it's whatever. I'll just accept my dark circles, and I don't know. I feel better about myself when I do that. Cause I feel more like me, I guess. But today, since I am recording, I might as well do a little bit extra, which is like a highlighter, which I don't do on like a daily basis. It's 5 o'clock, which is very annoying because it's gonna get dark. It gets pitch black around 5:30. So I'll be out and about in the pitch black. So I love that for me. Yeah, those are the vibes. I will show you the books that I'm gonna give them after this cut. Okay, so I am officially in the Pauper's bookstore. I actually got there around, I want to say like 5:30, 5:40. So it was pretty much like pitch dark when I was inside the place. I decided not to bring any books to actually sell because I didn't really have any that I think they would take. But I was there for about an hour. I picked up 2 separate books that I will show you guys in a separate clip. And I was honestly so anxious to film this because there were like a lot of people in there and it made me nervous. Hey guys, so I hope you liked seeing inside the little bookstore. Like I said, it was called Pauper's, like used bookstore. I honestly wanted to get a bit more like film, but there was like a good amount of people in there, and there's so many like random turns and like twists in that little store that like you might think there's no one there until you like do a quick turn of your head and there's like a person sitting somewhere. So jump scare, okay? I was like walking, I wanted to turn and like go to this different area, and there's like a person there and she scared the fuck out of me, but you know, I internalized it and now she's like, but you know, don't want to seem crazy. Also, there was 2 girls there that were giving out tea, bro, of like a random people I don't even know, but she was giving out tea at a bookstore very loudly. So of course I was gonna, you know, stay close and listen. Anyways, after that I went to Bojangles. I got 2 books. The first book I picked out was Yellow Wife. I of course have seen this book. When did this come out? 2021. So yeah, I've seen this book over the years. I've always been interested in it, just never really thought about buying it or, you know, actually going into and reading it. But I saw it and I was like, you know, I know this is like popular and well known, and I went ahead and read the back. Quick rundown. We have a main character who, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. This is how it's spelled. Febby. We're gonna go with Febby. So her name is Febby, and she is the yellow wife, and she has lived a sheltered life. She was born on a plantation. What happened? She was promised freedom on her 18th birthday, but instead she was forced to leave home, and she finds herself thrust into the bowels of slavery, sold and tortured daily, and now she's trying to survive, and that's kind of the vibe of this book. But yeah, it was in a good condition. I got it for $3.99. Only bad thing is it smells like smoke. Which is always such a letdown when you like buy used books and they look great, but you know, you don't think about smelling them when you're there. At least I don't, until I come home and I do it and it's like a letdown. I don't know about y'all, but like maybe it's just me and my bad luck, but I feel like the one time I bought a book on Pango, I got it and it was a smoky book. I just don't think I have good luck with like buying used books. I think I just need to remind myself to like smell them before I buy them. Okay, so I only got 2 books. So the next book I got was The Lost Dreamer. This is by Liz. I don't know how to say it. Huerta. I've never even heard of this book, never seen it before. This book, I don't even know what it's about. It's about this girl who sees the future or sees beyond reality. And she's forced to make an impossible choice: fight for her home or fight to survive. It says it's a stunning fantasy inspired by ancient Mesoamerica. This gripping debut introduces us to a lineage of seers, defiantly resisting the shifting patriarchal state that would see them destroyed. Yeah, really weird about this book is I saw it and this was also like $3.99 and I was like, I'll buy it. Like, I read like maybe 2 sentences of the synopsis and I was like, oh, that sounds good enough. So I just bought that one. Both these together was $7 because I had like a credit that I hadn't used that was like worth $2.99 that I used there. And again, this is smoky. Come on, y'all. Can we stop smoking? Can we stop? Because it's not good for you. You do know that. You do know you're killing yourself, right? Could you at least smoke outside where the books aren't in the vicinity? Because if you're not going to do right by yourself, at least do right by the books. Okay? Because it's just sad. Because I remember owning a book that smelled like smoke and trying to get that smell out. And no matter what I did, it never like got it out. You know, it might mask it for a day or like it might mask it for a little bit. But like that smell is always going to be in these damn books. And that is a turn off for me. So yeah. That was the day. That was the vibe. If you guys know a way to like get the smell out permanently that you've tried and it's worked, I would love some tips. I would love some help. Okay. But other than that, those are the vibes. 2 books. See you guys later. Bye.